What's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very new video. I'm Chase and he's Sky, and today we're reacting to Hunter x Hunter all openings.
And by the way, we're still pretty new to anime, so if you have any anime recommendations, write them down in the comments down below. Big Chase&Sky, react to this. Alright, we got you. Just gotta stay patient. Also, 95% of you are not subscribed, so subscribe. And we have a Patreon. If you want to see uncut, unblurred, early reactions, go check it out.
For watching this on Patreon, thank you. We greatly appreciate it. And Sky, let's hop right in. I'm ready.
I'm ready. Okay. Bro, the vocals are ready. Bro, do you see how big that city was? Is this futuristic?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Do you see the red eye?
Yeah.
Bro, he's on X Games mode. Okay, we got villains. Bro, he's fighting people with the swords, a wood sword?
Like sword nunchuck thing?
Monster fish? A fishing pole? What is going on? Joker? Okay! Bro, fire off the start. Bro.
Agreed.
Bro, whoever was singing this, bro, the vocals went insane. The art style, the animation, bro, like, when was this made? Like, this was a banger off the start. I'm confused about the title, right? It says Hunter x Hunter. What does that even mean? Is it like two hunters as a duo, or is it a hunter that's hunting a hunter? What does that even mean?
I don't know, but I feel like you're complicating it.
So, Chase, theory, right? So, if it's a hunter hunting a hunter, right? So, I'm guessing everybody in the show is considered a hunter of some sort. So, I'm wondering, right? If the villains are targeting the guy with the briefcase because has so much information about all the hunters, and they're trying to deliver it to, like, the HQ. So, they download, like, all the information about all the hunters. And maybe it's like a whole bounty hunter type of thing. Like, that information could be, like, a bunch of, like, bounties on a bunch of these hunters, and that's why they have to deliver it. And that's why the villains are trying to stop them, because they're, like, anonymous. And that's why the kid in the green and the Joker dude are fighting at this, like, maybe this tower. Maybe the guy's waiting for him at this tower. I'm just saying. And, like, what is going on? Like, the town that we see is, like, futuristic, but, like, the world is, like, dinosaur era, because we see a bunch of, like, monsters, like giant fish out of nowhere.
Yeah, that is true.
And we have a guy with a wooden sword. The world's, like, futuristic. When you think he would, like, have, like, a futuristic sword type of thing, that fool's just rocking a skateboard and a fishing pole. Like,
yeah.
huh?
Yeah, all their items are pretty unique. Like wooden sword, fishing pole, skateboard, briefcase. Like, maybe it's more so just to do about what kind of character they are instead of like this futuristic weapon. Like, it's just kind of backstory, maybe.
The power system could be really, like, creative, because, like, it looks like every character is way different from each other, and it looks like they don't have the same power whatsoever. Having a skateboard, a fishing pole is so creative for, like, anything with superpowers. Like, when do you ever see that? That's just mad creative, in my opinion.
I mean, is there even superpowers in this world?
I mean, I would assume so, right?
I don't know. Like, these weapons are just so unique, it's hard to tell. It feels like it could really be just anything.
100%. So, maybe the reason why they choose, like, the weapons that they have is to become, like, unpredictable while they're fighting a bunch of villains or a bunch of hunters, right? Because, like, maybe, like, certain hunters have, like, the same, like, weapon of choice that people are used to, like, fighting, but they choose a skateboard and a fishing pole to outsmart the characters. Because who's gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna pull out a fishing pole and just wreck you? Like, who's gonna think of that? They're like, they're just gonna take him as a joke. And that's where they become unpredictable, and they're like master class with their weapons. So, Chase, so these two characters right here, right? They look mad menacing, like, out of every character we've seen in the opening. So I'm wondering, right, if there's like a bounty hunter type of like leaderboard thing going on, or they're trying to stay anonymous. These two are trying to stop the main cast from delivering that to the HQ. In the scene, right, we see a bunch of characters with like numbers on them. So I'm wondering if that's like their ranking on the leaderboards of like how powerful or how strong they are.
So that guy on the left is ranked 16.
Yeah. So I'm guessing off of this, right? It's like a golden sky, and it's like portraying them as like gods. So I'm wondering if they're like the protectors of this world, and that's where the main cast is trying to go to deliver the information, so they can try to stop all these hunters or keep an eye on them. You know what I'm saying? And they have a whole army behind them. So we talked about how they could be like the guardians of this like world, right? But what if it's the opposite? What if like these hunters or these gods are the actual villains, and everybody behind them, like in the army, is like mind wiped or like clones of people, and like the main cast, right? They got told by them to deliver all this information to the headquarters. The two hunters that are trying to be anonymous are trying to stop them for the greater good, right? Because they know like what the corrupt or how corrupt these gods are, and they're trying to like do studies and experiments on a bunch of these hunters and try to take their like techniques and like powerful moves and stuff like that. Like that'd be insane. Hunter x Hunter Opening 2. Play it, Chase.
Okay.
Is this the same song?
I think it's the same song.
Does it sound a little bit different though?
But
like the vocals, right?
I mean, it might be a little different.
It sounds like so identical, but like the vocals are like different. Yeah, it's different. Wait, what?
I mean, the visuals are definitely different.
They're running down a tower. Okay. Martial arts? Question mark?
So it looks like this is like JoJo's, where they have different versions of the same song. Kinda.
Okay, those are definitely villains. What is that? A monster tooth thing? Wow.
Interesting.
That was actually different. Like, the vocal wise. So I think you're right. I think all these openings are gonna be like JoJo's, but with, like different versions of it. Of the same song. Because the first song and the second song, it was like basically the same thing, just the vocals were different. And it showed a lot more characters. In the first opening, we saw like a bunch of hunters with like numbers on them, right? But in this opening, we got like a whole group of villains without the numbers on them. So I wonder if they're a part of like the anonymous thing too, or they're working with the two anonymous hunters. Because like, look at the aura that's like on them. They look identical to the other two.
I'm looking at that thing on the right more than anything.
Bro, what is that?
What is that?
Is that a vacuum? Because it looks like it's connected to a bag. Is it a vacuum that eats people? Because what else would that be?
I don't know. Guess these powers are super random, like you're saying, unique. Like, that's a vacuum with teeth tongue. Probably just eats you alive.
Okay.
I don't know.
So we're looking at the vacuum, but I'm looking at the remote. What is that? Is that a phone?
I think it's a phone, yeah.
What kind of power would he have with a phone? Just like EMP? Electronics?
Phone's kind of interesting. There's like little wings on it and stuff.
That's so random. Bro, all these powers are just random. Like, I don't know what's going on.
And then she just has floss on the left. She's just a dentist. I'm gonna floss you.
When you go to the dentist and they say, "Have you flossed?" and they start...
You're like, no. I'm sorry. Wait, bro, they're the cleanup crew. They come and clean up your home. They floss you. You call them you book your appointment. Got the phone right there. On to something.
Bro, what?
They're the cleanup crew. That's what they are, bro.
You're telling me with a vacuum cleaner with teeth on it, it's gonna be a vacuum crew?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, but they like clean up fights or like groups of people. So they're like, let's clean up this mess, and then they just like annihilate another group or something, assassinate them.
Bro, what are you on right now?
Bro, there's a vacuum and floss. What do you want me to think?
Dude,
what do you mean?
Vacuum cleaner versus fishing pole. So Chase, the main crew looks like they're split up, right? It looks like the green kid and the white hair kid are together, but the other two are separated from everybody. So I'm wondering if this guy right here is in the HQ in the library trying to get some information about the villain crew. So I wonder if like they're like legendary hunters or whatever, and they're trying to get some information on them. So the god hunters are trying to hunt them down. It also looks like he is solo, right? In like a forest. So I'm wondering if he's doing some training by himself. And it looks like it's been a couple months or years because his hair is getting so long. The other two are just having fun at the tower, just running down it without even falling. So like, are they the chosen ones? Like, how strong are they? And it looks like the opening's changed, right? But at the ending, it's pretty much the same because it looks like they get reunited together as a group, and they're still fighting the Joker-looking dude. So is he the main villain, or is there even a main villain at all, or is this like whole group a main villain? Like, there's so much going on.
I mean, honestly, when it comes to villains, right? It doesn't really seem like there's a main villain, but at the same time, it doesn't really seem like there's a main character. Like, I know it shows the green kid at the end, right? But it's kind of their group as a whole. Like, they're shown a lot together. It might be the type of thing where it's like kind of a group is the main character instead of just one character. Like, it's a group versus group instead, type of deal. When it comes to this guy, like, he's in a library, right? He's looking at books and stuff. And your theory was he was like getting information, but I'm gonna kind of switch that a little bit.
What do you mean?
Kind of connect it with his briefcase. Like, let's say his power is that he keeps books in his briefcase and he like reads like a page of a book and it like happens or something like that. Like, there might be limits. Like, let's say you're like reading a book and it like says like set your enemy on fire, and then like a part of the enemy like gets set on fire. So
Bro,
he keeps
what?
these specific books, and he's looking for like stronger and stronger books to get. Like, maybe they have to be a special like magical book or something, but he gets these special books to like read during battle, and keeps like, I don't know, like 6 of them or something in his briefcase.
So it's basically like summons in a way.
Kinda, but it's like summoning magic almost, or like summoning events, or something like that. Like, you could read like your cut on your arm heals, and it like starts to heal a little bit more, or something like that. You know?
Yeah.
We haven't seen anything like that. This is kind of just me guessing, but I feel like that'd be a really cool power.
I mean, it seems so far-fetched, but at the same time, it's not, because we got fishing poles.
Literally, we have so many random stuff. Opening 3, Hunter x Hunter. Let's get it.
Play it. Wait, I haven't heard this one before. What?
Okay.
Okay. It sounds like it has the same vocals as the first one, but the same visuals as the second one. So far.
Wait,
is that a license? You saw that, right?
Yeah. Not sure what that was. They stay running on buildings, bro. I don't know.
I'm just trying to see what's different from this one. We got a boxer? Okay, it's showing the villains now. Bro, that's a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, that's a vacuum.
Was that guns from his fingers?
Dude, they're so different.
So, it's not that big of a difference, but they did show the villain's abilities a little bit more. So I think we should go back to that really quick. We talked about him being like anonymous hunter or whatever, right? But what if like the God Squad hunters are trying to hunt him down because he's a traitor? Because like he has that like gold aura behind him, like he was one of them.
Okay.
And that's why he's like corrupted, right? And that's why he's building like a villain crew to take them down. Another thing I'm confused about, right, is that we see like a bunch of cards around him, but we also see like this pink thing coming from his fingers.
I can't tell if it's actual power or if he's just like hitting a dope pose.
Listen, the god hunters, right? Behind them, they had a whole army that looked like maybe they got mind wiped, right? Just a theory. But what if he's the one that's actually doing the mind wiping, and without them knowing, he's controlling the army that they have, and they have no idea. And then that's how he's ambushing them at this headquarters, is using the army against them. So while the green kid and the white hair kid are just having fun on the tower, there's like a whole battle going on in the tower.
Do you think that's what this pink power is?
Yeah.
Because, like, look, it's going to, like, all these different directions. Like, it could be, like, brainwashing these people, like you said. Like, he, like, does a certain symbol or action, and it, like, does that.
The main characters, right? They're all split up. But eventually they come back together, and they go to the headquarters, and they realize, like, while they're all, like, having fun and training, all this happened. So I wonder if, like, the character development is going to be insane. Is there going to be a way to, like, revive people? Is there going to be a way to stop them? Like, it's just so much going on with, like, little to nothing information. Because how insane would that be if he used their army against them? And guess what? Past 2 openings, we have not seen them. I'm just saying, they're gone. So I wonder if they got wiped out by the villain crew.
Definitely possible.
So Chase, we talked about a little bit of this villain, right? How he has, like, the phone-looking bat thing. So what if the Joker dude is one brainwashing people, but it's connected to him with a phone? He's he's controlling the army with this phone. Because why else would it be blinking gold?
I don't know. That's kind of a wild theory.
Because that's so weird. Like, the only thing I can think of is either that, or he's just EMPing the electronics, or maybe he's like a general of a, I don't know, to tell people where to go. I don't know. All right, so Chase, we've been talking about how creative the weapons are, right? But let's talk about how creative the character designs are. Not only if you can come up with, like, a bunch of different powers, right? But a bunch of, like, unique character designs is crazy. So I'm wondering how well developed this story is. If the openings are just this fire. Like, I really want to see, and, like, I just want to know so much more, bro. Like, we literally got a boxer, a vacuum cleaner, a floss, phone guy, like... Bro, it's literally a mummy boxing.
Yep.
When do you ever see that? Hunter x Hunter, opening 4. You already know what to do, Chase. Play it. Already different. Okay.
Ooh,
new character.
Man, hitting those moves.
2 new characters already. Ooh, what? Spells?
Like, card game?
This looks like a whole new town. Bro, what?
Bro, so much is going on right now.
Electricity, and then we have a
bowling?
volleyball?
What was he doing?
I don't know. He's
Firepower?
glowing.
So he has fire and the other guy's electricity?
And he has a ring with a necklace.
Bro, he got the drip.
The Joker guy's with him.
Was I right about my book theory? Does he actually have books with cards in them, and the card is the magic?
But the thing is,
like half right?
But the character that was doing it wasn't there. This fool's trying to collect them all. Like, what is he doing? Like, what are these powers? So is this like a fantasy world type of thing? Like D&D? I'm so confused. Because this whole area was so different from the HQ place. And everything was resolving around this book and these cards. And it looks like the 2 characters that were with them, right? They're gone again. So, like, what is going on? Like, I'm so confused. And the Joker dude's with them, so is he not a traitor? Is he fighting for them? Who's the villain here?
Dude, I don't know.
And the green kid, right? He literally had a necklace and a ring on. So, like, was the whole objective to get the ring and necklace to be immune to these spells, in a way?
Or did they give him his power? Because, like, we never saw him use any power before.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't even sure if there were superpowers, like, for certain.
Bro,
but now...
I didn't even notice that.
Like,
his whole fishing pole is gone.
Electricity and stuff. Yeah. Like, it's...
And the
just has
skateboard.
powers now.
Another thing I'm confused about, right? is that this whole town or world looks completely different from the other openings, right? So I'm wondering, did they get transported to a different part of the world or a different planet? And that's why they have all these magical items? And maybe that's why the glasses guy, is trying to get information to try to get these spells from different planets? Because it looks like she, like, teleports people to different areas. Because what else would this be?
I mean, I guess it could be like another dimension or something.
Like you said, what if it's a different dimension? And that's why the characters are not using the exact same items that they were using, like the skateboard and fishing pole. But now they have electricity and this, like, glowing hand. Imagine fighting each other with a fishing pole. Oh my dude. And that's why the Joker dude's with them? Because he's actually a good guy? Bro! Go back. There's a general. I want you to go to that general right now. We saw a bunch of villains, right? And the God Squad hunters. And they had a whole army behind them. So what if the Joker dude, right, went into their dimension on accident, since they're in different dimensions? What if the Joker dude was trying to stop the main cast from going to the HQ to deliver the information? And he's trying to tell them that he's from a different dimension. And the God Squad army is from his dimension, which they're evil. And they replaced them from their own world. And that's what he's trying to warn them about.
Bro, that sounds so complicated.
Bro. And look, we have this like whole like general army looking people, right? With magical spells. That'd be a fire storyline, not gonna lie. These two worlds are like complete opposites, but they infiltrate each other's worlds in a way. And what if the girl that transports them to places is actually like the god? And she's like bored. She's like, I want to start a war. Like, what? And Chase, listen. In every single opening, we got way more characters every time, right? And it looks like the main villain of this opening is the dude with glasses. Because he looks menacing. Like, it showed the other villains, of course, right? But I feel like in every opening, there's like a main character in a way. Will they be all on the same team? Do they have different beliefs? Like, what's causing them to become evil, to become good? Like, what is going on? This is so confusing. Don't even get me started on the character in the beginning. He was just there by himself. Who is he?
Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, just
Bro,
chilling.
He literally looks like he can solo anybody. So Chase, so I told you like this guy could be like the main villain in a way, right? Listen, what if his power is to create puppets? You wanna know why? Because the two characters with him could be like bodyguards, and they have tattoos on their foreheads. So I wonder if he created them and just like he's just controlling them.
Interesting. So is it the tattoo that does it?
I mean, it could be.
Like, does he walk up and like just put a tattoo, like boom, and now you're like brainwashed or something? I don't know. Like, he's not sitting there like tattooing a forehead, right? It's got to be like he applies it somehow.
Dude, like these powers just get more and more insane.
We saw him with a different power too, though, didn't we?
Where? The blonde girl that's training them, right? What if she's his daughter?
Okay, go on.
Listen. So, since this is her dad, she knows all these abilities that he can use. And that's what, after living with him for so long, she's teaching them how to use his abilities against him. Because who else has a glowing hand? The green kid! What is he doing?
Yep.
A glowing hand.
Is that how he puts tattoos on people? He like makes his hand glow?
I mean, we have a whole spell book. So, I mean, literally, the kid have infinite powers.
True. It's really hard to come up with theories like this when it's limitless.
But
it could be anything.
Excluding the books, them having the same ability would be pretty fire. One's fighting for villain, one's fighting for good, like, be like a cool, like, parallel thing going on.
Opening 5, Hunter x Hunter.
Play it, Chase.
Let's get it. Okay.
What is that?
That thing. Bro, what is that?
Is that another god? Like, what?
Wait, was he in space?
I don't know.
Did I just see that right? Was he in space? Is he an alien?
This opening sounds different too.
Bro, what are those?
What is that? Look at the
That
scythe!
is sick.
Look at these characters! Bro.
Oh.
Yo. Bro, it looks like the art style.
Look at those powers.
It looks like the art style and the animation picked up, bro. Oh, he's back.
Interesting. Butterfly.
Bro, they all look like animals, don't they?
Angel wings.
Yo.
Bro, what is
Oh
happening
my,
right
bro.
now?
Chase. Theory. I have so many different theories, bro. Listen. Bro. Listen. So, you know how, like, we were talking about the last opening, they get transported to this different, like, world or place, right? Maybe it's like a different dimension. But I don't know. Because in this opening, we saw 0 spell books. Yep. He didn't have the necklace on, he didn't have the ring on. What if the god, right, transported them to that one world, but now she's transporting them to another world. And in this world, the animals are dominant against humans. And that's why, like, that dude, like, with the helmet is literally the god of this, like, world. And they're trying to stop him to save the humans. Or, listen, what if someone's power was to transform humans into animals? Gotcha. In the opening, the green kid and the white hair kid, right? They were messing like with the bugs, but the bugs look way different from like regular bugs, right? They looked massive. So I wonder if there's like a lab experiment or some type of thing going on that's making these animals dominant. So maybe if it's like scientists doing experiments, right? And it just went wrong. After the bugs getting tortured and tortured from all these different experiments, they do the same thing back to the humans. And like a bunch of characters are missing still. We didn't see the Joker dude, we didn't see any of the villain crew. Like, what is going on? Because if you think, right, if these animals were taken over, you would definitely see like all these powerful characters come together, right? But the only person that came back is the old dude. And we got a couple brand new characters. Dude, the dude with the scythe, that's probably the most fire character design I've seen in the show.
True.
That weapon design, bro, that was fire. So Chase, maybe we've been complicating these openings way too much, right? What if it's just simple? What if it's just these duo hunters going around to different dimensions or different worlds to bring peace to these planets or towns or whatever, and that's like their main objective? Maybe it's like some type of guild that they were in the first opening, the tower, and they're getting all these missions to go to different parts of the galaxy. Because that would make sense with all these different characters, all these different animals, like a bunch of things going on, right? And maybe like when they go to these different planets, this is where they learn new abilities. Like maybe the planet is just with spells. A planet that has animal dominant, it's just endless. So I think that'd be pretty cool. Like that'd be a pretty cool concept too, with like having the main characters go around to these different worlds, learning different techniques to become more powerful and bring peace to even more planets.
I like your theories, but I'm gonna kind of merge your theories together.
What do you mean by that?
Combining your dimension, like different dimensions theory, and your different planets theory. What if instead of them like going to a different dimension or going to a different planet, it's more like their dimensions being like combined together? So like it's one big world, but different continents that weren't there before, or like islands that weren't there before, kind of appearing, and having these other creatures or species or different kind of powers and people like appearing in this one world, so you can like just go to a different place that wasn't there before. They have a whole different power system, like the cards and stuff, like magic. So it's kind of the same thing, kind of just mushing it all together, of them being on this one big world, which kind of makes it interesting because then they could all interact together instead of them being separate, like separate planets, separate dimensions. It's kind of like they can all like intermingle, and it sounds even crazier, honestly.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest, my brain is malfunctioning. Like, these openings are just so bizarre. It's just like I'm in a whirlwind of like ideas, like just stuck in my thoughts right now. Like there's so much to go off of here, but like with little information.
Dude, with how many ideas we have, I kind of want to like make our own story.
Bro, that'd be pretty fire.
Like, I feel like that'd be so cool. Like, whenever I watch something like this, it really inspires me to like do something with all these ideas, because like you said, it's like a whirlwind of ideas. Like every time I watch these, I have so many different ideas and directions that these shows and series can go. Like,
and like every time,
I just want to make our own.
And every time we like do an anime opening reaction, right, the comments always tell us that we're so wrong, but they always want to watch our own story, and I think that would be pretty cool for the future. Hunter x Hunter Opening 6. Play it, Chase.
Okay.
Okay. Bro, these characters are everywhere, bro.
Well,
Bro.
there's so many.
Okay, we're back at the headquarters, it looks like? I don't know.
Am I crazy or the art style changed a little bit?
True. Huh, it looks like they're separating.
Hmm.
The song is so catchy, bro.
I know. It's actually just
back.
a banger.
Yo. I have a theory.
What was that?
A motorcycle? Bro, that granny is built, bro. Bro, what? You saw that, right?
Bro, I saw a lot, okay? There was a
Bro.
lot going on.
Chase. Chase, you know what that means, right? Having a white background?
What? What?
He died! He's dead!
What? Why? Why? What
Listen,
do you mean? White background?
Bro, that's why they're separated! Because after that war with a bunch of animals, he literally sacrificed himself. So, in the beginning of this opening, they're separated, right? They're walking two different paths. So after the war with the animals went on, he sacrificed himself. And the white hair kid is trying to find someone with the power to revive him. And try to bring him back to life. And that's why there's so many business calls and stuff to try to revive him.
Bro, what?
Bro, well that does not...
You're getting that off of a white background?
Bro, how else? Because, bro, they're literally together 24/7. Why else would they be separated?
I mean, yeah, but like, the other characters separated before.
Yeah, but they didn't show a dead hand.
Bro, he's just dirty. Just a little mud. Just got a little mud.
Bro, and that makes sense too, because like, so if the green kid is like an important character in this story, that would make sense why there's so much commotion going on, because he was like the hero of the arc, right? And he deserves to get revived back by someone's power, and that's what causes so many different hunters to try to interfere, because if they find out that someone else has the ability to do that, they want their friends to also be revived, or different people to get revived, because it's like so uncommon.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if a series can just kill off their main character like that.
But bro, like imagine how like that'd be wild though. The guy with the glasses, right? We've always we've seen him like doing some studies and like getting some information. He looks like a really happy character. But listen, that proves my point even more, because he seems like a really chill dude, and like hearing his friend died causes him to go insane. And maybe he's at some conference talking about his friend and why he should be revived. Because he literally he saved himself to save everybody else. It's worthy of him to try to get revived. Chase, I'm a brainiac, bro. Listen, this whole song, it says you can smile again, right? Why would it say you can smile again? Because he gets revived, and that causes him to smile again. Does that not add up?
I mean,
Tell me that doesn't add up.
It does make sense, but I just don't know if the show would do that to its main character. That's all I'm saying.
Bro,
like, it just sounds risky.
But that's what makes it unique, though, and like have like a heavy story like that.
Yeah. This also could just mean, oh, the war's finally over. We can just smile again. You know, like the danger is behind us.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, true, but
I don't know.
Man, this is one heavy story off of just the openings. Like, how do you go from just like normal villain fights with like fishing hooks and like skateboards to progressing to become like electric, god hand, to a bunch of animals dominating the world, to like this? Like, it's so bizarre. Like, I'm loving it, bro. And the blonde guy, right? He's been gone. Where is he? Because
Dude, maybe he died. Sorry, I'm just going with your theory. I'm just going with your theory.
bro, I'm just saying, this whole thing is just wild, and I think that would just add up. And that would make sense, like, both ways. The lyrics make sense.
No, I agree. I do like your theory.
If in our world, there's, like, a thing to bring people back to life, that would cause a huge commotion. I feel like it would just be hectic, no matter what. Like, no matter, like, how right or how wrong you are, it's just going to bring more attention. and people are going to try to steal it or try to bring reasons why other people should be revived. Like, it's just a heavy thing to talk about and a very powerful weapon in some cases.
It's also like all those reasons, but after a war, you know how many people are died and how many bitter people want their loved ones to come back? Like, that kind of power could be super dangerous and like even in the wrong hands. Like, you can revive villains. You know what I mean? Like, they just won this war. Imagine they just go revive villains.
And another thing too, right? What if like bringing him back to life causes him to have a different mindset because of all the things he went through in the war?
It's very possible. Like, come back without your memories, like you're alive, but are you really the same character? Are you really the same person?
And maybe this like card thing was like a promise to like save each other, right? I think, man, this whole opening was just good, bro. It was just insane.
Agreed.
The theories just went off.
What opening had your favorite song in it?
I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I disagree. I think 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 was better, honestly.
No. Opening 1 was flawless. But listen, in all seriousness though, all these openings had the same song, right? But the singer was like doing different vocals for it. Which is like, it kind of causes it to be more unique in a way. Like, kind of like JoJo's. It just has like that spark to it.
Agreed.
Like, if it's not broken, why fix it? And we reacted to the endings of Hunter x Hunter. All the endings were different, but having the opening be the same song is kind of cool, but with different visuals. And for us, like this, right? If we're reacting to the openings for the first time, it's like, whoa, I see that. I'm putting this out, you know? It's like I Spy in a way, and it's pretty fun. And I feel like other people are like us in a way too, doing the same thing, like putting stuff out and like finding the differences. It just creates more creative ideas for other people and motivates them, like you were saying before. And I think it's just all around cool.
Alright, and there we have it. That was Hunter x Hunter, all openings. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment down below for more suggestions, and like and subscribe.
Subscribe. As always, see you tomorrow. And check out our Patreon.